element. Okay, in 16th group element, in previous classes, hydride and oxide and halide means reactivity towards hydrogen and reactivity towards oxygen and reactivity towards halogen are completed. So here in today class, dioxygen preparation, properties and uses. So here dioxygen molecular formula is O2. Here oxygen means oxy means acid. Genus means maker, means oxus means acid, genus means maker. That is meaning of the oxygen. Okay, right. Now I am going to discuss about preparation of dioxygen. So in first preparation, laboratory preparation. So here oxus means acid, genus means maker, means acid maker. So first one is laboratory preparation. In laboratory preparation, by heating the oxygen containing salt such as chlorate, nitrate and permanganate. First one is by heating the oxygen containing salt. Oxygen containing salt such as chlorate and nitrate and permanganate. That is first preparation. First preparation is by heating the oxygen containing salt such as chlorate, nitrate and permanganate. So ఈ క్లోరేట్, నైట్రేట్, పర్మాంగనేట్ వీటిని హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో ఫస్ట్ వన్ పొటాషియం క్లోరేట్. On heating in the presence of manganese dioxide, it forms 2 moles of potassium chloride and 3 moles of dioxygen. In this reaction, manganese dioxide acts as a catalyst. This acts as a catalyst. Okay. Manganese dioxide acts as a catalyst. Now, what is meant by catalyst? Catalyst means the species which increase the rate of reaction or which accelerate the rate of reaction. That is called catalyst. Catalyst means the species which increase the rate of reaction. This is called catalyst. That means in this reaction, manganese dioxide is acts as a catalyst. Here, catalyst means which increase the rate of reaction. సో మ్యాంగనీస్ డయాక్సైడ్ యూజ్ చేయడం వల్ల ఈ డికంపోజిషన్ ఆర్ హీటింగ్ ఆఫ్ పొటాషియం క్లోరైడ్ అనేది స్పీడప్ అవుతుంది అనమాట. ఓకే, బిఫోర్ యాడింగ్ మ్యాంగనీస్ డయాక్సైడ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ స్లోయెస్ట్ వన్. For increasing the rate of reaction of potassium chlorate, okay, here adding the manganese dioxide. So ఈ manganese dioxide యూజ్ చేయడం వల్ల ఈ rate of reaction అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. That is called catalyst. So how can you prepare the oxygen? Here by heating the oxygen containing salts. ఆక్సిజన్ ఉండేటటువంటి సాల్ట్స్ ని హీట్ చేయడం వల్ల ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో వాటికి ఎగ్జాంపుల్గా ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం ఇక్కడ? క్లోరేట్, నైట్రేట్ అండ్ పర్మాంగనేట్. వీటిని హీట్ చేయాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ వన్, పొటాషియం క్లోరేట్ ఆన్ హీటింగ్ ఇన్ ది presence of manganese dioxide it forms 2 moles of potassium chloride and 3 moles of dioxide. So in this reaction, manganese dioxide acts as a catalyst. Catalyst means which increase the rate of reaction. So here that is first reaction. So next one is 2 moles of sodium nitrate. This is example for nitrate. Sodium nitrate on heating it forms sodium nitrite and dioxide. So here sodium nitrate on heating it gives dioxide and sodium nitrite. This is a sodium nitrate. This is sodium nitrite. Okay, next one is you take potassium permanganate, KMnO4, which is called potassium permanganate. On heating this potassium permanganate gives oxygen. So this potassium permanganate gives the K2MnO4. This is potassium manganate. This is potassium manganate. And manganese dioxide, and here 8 oxygens are present, so 4 plus 2 6, and dioxide is formed. So here by heating the oxygen containing salts such as chlorate, nitrate and permanganate. So here the potassium chlorate on heating in the presence of manganese dioxide, which is acts as a catalyst, it forms potassium chloride and oxygen. Next one, on heating sodium nitrate, this is called sodium nitrate. On heating it gives sodium nitrite. This is nitrate and dioxide. Okay, potassium permanganate on heating it gives dioxide as well as potassium manganate, K2MnO4, potassium manganate. This is manganese dioxide along with dioxide. So it is laboratory preparation of dioxide. So next one is, after that Here, second preparation of the dioxazine is by thermal decomposition of oxides of metals which are in lower part of electrochemical series. But that is another preparation of dioxazine by thermal decomposition of oxides of metals. Ni thermal decomposition చేయడం వల్ల dioxazine form అవుతుంది ఇక్కడ. These metals which are in lower part of electrochemical series. Electrochemical series లో lower part లో ఉండేటటువంటి metals యొక్క oxides ని thermal decomposition చేయడం వల్ల it forms dioxazine means by thermal decomposition of oxides of metals which are in lower part of electrochemical series. So for example silver oxide, this is silver oxide. On heating it forms, on thermal decomposition means on heating at 360 degrees centigrade it forms 4 moles of silver and oxygen. 4 moles of silver and oxygen. So this reaction also used in the preparation of dioxazine. So next one, mercuric oxide. This is mercuric oxide. Along with heating it forms 2 moles of mercury and dioxazine. 2 moles of mercury and dioxazine. Now so next one is 2 moles of lead oxide, Pb3O4. On thermal decomposition it forms 6 moles of lead oxide and dioxazine. And another preparation is 2 moles of lead oxide. ఇక్కడ ఆక్సిడేషన్ నెంబర్ చేంజ్ అవుతుందమ్మా వీటిలో. It forms 2 PbO and O2. 2 PbO and O2. That means here, sorry, this is PbO2, not Pb2O. This is PbO2. Lead dioxide on thermal decomposition it forms lead oxide and oxygen. And last one is 3 moles of manganese dioxide. 3 moles of manganese dioxide it forms Mn3O4, trimanganese tetroxide and dioxazine. Trimanganese tetroxide and that means manganese tetroxide also called manganese tetroxide. It is also called trimanganese tetroxide. So these are another preparation of the dioxygen. So here, by thermal decomposition of oxides of metals, which are in lower part of electrochemical series. Electrochemical series లో లోయర్ పార్ట్ లో ఉండేటటువంటి మెటల్స్ యొక్క ఆక్సైడ్స్ ని థర్మల్ డికంపోజిషన్ చేయడం వల్ల డయాక్సిజన్ ని ఫామ్ చేయొచ్చు. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఫర్ దిస్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్. Silver oxide Ag2O, silver oxide on thermal decomposition it forms silver and dioxygen, silver and dioxygen. And another preparation is mercuric oxide on thermal decomposition it forms mercury and dioxygen, mercury and dioxygen. And Pb3O4 lead oxide on thermal decomposition it forms dioxygen. And on thermal decomposition of lead dioxide it is formed lead oxide and dioxygen, lead oxide and dioxygen. Next one, manganese dioxide on thermal decomposition it forms manganese tetroxide. This is Mn3O4, trimanganese tetroxide, and oxygen. So that is preparations of dioxygen. So next one is next preparation. Next preparation is by heating potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate with concentrated sulfuric acid, by heating the potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate with concentrated sulfuric acid. So potassium permanganate ni gaani potassium dichromate ni gaani concentrated sulfuric acid to heat chesinappudu it leads to the formation of dioxygen. So first one is 2 moles of potassium permanganate on heating with 6 moles of sulfuric acid, that means concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms potassium sulfate and manganese sulfate, potassium sulfate and manganese sulfate, and 6 moles of water and 5 moles of dioxygen. So here potassium permanganate on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid it gives potassium sulfate. This is potassium permanganate and this is sulfuric acid, this is potassium sulfate, manganese sulfate and water along with dioxygen. So here potassium permanganate on heating with sulfuric acid it forms potassium sulfate and manganese sulfate, water, and dioxide. So next one is potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate, that is potassium dichromate on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid. This is potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate on heating with concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate and water molecule, chromium sulfate and water molecule, and 3 moles of dioxygen. 3 moles of dioxygen. So by heating potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate with concentrated sulfuric acid, it gives dioxygen. So here this potassium permanganate reacts with sulfuric acid, it forms potassium sulfate and manganese sulfate, water and dioxygen. And another preparation is potassium dichromate on heating with sulfuric acid, it forms potassium sulfate and chromium sulfate, water and dioxide. And another preparation is by thermal decomposition or decomposition of a H2O2 in the presence of catalyst. By decomposition of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of catalyst like that oxides of metals or metals, that means manganese dioxide, decomposition of H2O2 in the presence of catalyst like manganese dioxide. So here hydrogen peroxide, 2 moles of, you take 2 moles of hydrogen peroxide, on decomposition it forms water and dioxygen. So these are preparation of dioxygen. On a large scale of dioxygen is prepared by the electrolysis of water. Water ni electrolysis చేసినప్పుడు at anode దగ్గర dioxygen అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. By the electrolysis of water on a large scale of dioxygen is produced at anode. These are preparations of the dioxygen. So first one is by heating oxygen containing salts like chlorate, nitrates and permanganates. Another preparation is by heating potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate with concentrated sulfuric acid, and by decomposition of oxides of metals which are in lower part of electrochemical series, and decomposition of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of catalyst like manganese dioxide. Here hydrogen peroxide on decomposition it gives water and dioxygen. On a large scale of dioxygen, that is a suitable method is a electrolysis of water. So here you take electrolysis of water, 2 moles of water, by electrolysis it gives dihydrogen and dioxygen. Dihydrogen evolved at cathode. It is evolved at anode. This is electrolysis of water. So these are preparations of dioxazole. So next one is properties of the dioxazole. Properties and physical properties also. Physical properties of dioxazole. Right. Okay. In physical properties of dioxazole it is a colorless. It is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. Oxygen is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas, and it is little heavier than air. It is slightly soluble in water. Slightly soluble in water. And the small amount of dissolved oxygen in water supports the respiration of fishes and another aquatic animals. The small amount of dissolved oxygen, in water supports the respiration of fishes and other aquatic animals. This is okay. It is slightly soluble in water. The small amount of dissolved oxygen in water, it supports the respiration of fishes and aquatic animals. So water lo ఉండేటటువంటి ఫిషెస్ యొక్క రెస్పిరేషన్ లో ఈ ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. అట్లాగే రిమైనింగ్ ఆక్వాటిక్ అనిమల్స్ లో కూడా రెస్పిరేషన్ కి ఇది యూజ్ అవుతుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే రైట్. ఇట్ లిక్విఫైస్ at 90 Kelvin. It liquefies at 90 Kelvin and freezes at 50 Kelvin. It liquefies at 90 Kelvin and freezes at 50 Kelvin. So here at 55 Kelvin. Okay. Oxygen atom has a 3 stable isotopes. It has a 3 stable isotopes. They are O60, O70, O18. These are 3 stable isotopes of the oxygen. Okay. Next last one is here O2, even though it has a even number of electrons, it is a paramagnetic nature. It is paramagnetic in nature. Generally, at O2 molecule, there is presence of even number of electrons. Even though oxygen has a even number of electrons, O2 is a paramagnetic. Why? Because here 2 of them unpaired electrons are present. సో ఆక్సిజన్ లో ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్నప్పటికీ దాంట్లో అన్పేర్డ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఆక్సిజన్ ఈజ్ paramagnetic in nature. These are physical properties of oxygen. So it is a colorless, odorless and tasteless gas. It is slightly soluble in water, The small amount of dissolved oxygen in water supports the respiration of fishes and other aquatic animals. It liquefies at 90 Kelvin and freezes at 55 Kelvin. So it has three stable isotopes. They are O16, O17, O18. These are three stable isotopes of oxygen. And it is paramagnetic nature. Okay, here, even though oxygen has a even number of electrons, but it is a paramagnetic nature. Why? Because it is two of them electrons are unpaired. So దీని దగ్గర ఈవెన్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్నప్పటికీ పారామాగ్నెటిక్ నేచర్ ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే దానిలో అన్పేర్డ్ డ్యూ టు ప్రజెన్స్ ఆఫ్ అన్పేర్డ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉండటం వల్ల ఇట్ ఈస్ పారామాగ్నెటిక్ నేచర్. సో ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పేర్స్ అన్ని పేర్స్ గా ఉంటే దాన్ని డయామాగ్నెటిక్ అంటాం. అన్పేర్డ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి పారామాగ్నెటిక్ ఇన్ నేచర్ అని చెప్తాం. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్, కెమికల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఆఫ్ ఆక్సిజన్. Chemical properties of oxygen. Chemical properties. Chemical properties of oxygen. So here, oxygen reacts with metals and non-metals and other metals also. Here oxygen combines with metals and non-metals except some metals like iron, platinum, etc. and noble gases. Okay, ఆక్సిజన్ అనేది మెటల్స్ తో రియాక్ట్ అవుతుంది, నాన్ మెటల్స్ తో కూడా రియాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ సమ్ మెటల్స్ లైక్ noble metals, iron, platinum and tungsten also. Okay, right. Okay, first one is reaction with metals. Oxygen reaction with metals. So here 2 moles of calcium combines with oxygen, it forms calcium oxide. Calcium is a metal. So to this metal, oxygen combines, it forms calcium oxide. So another one is magnesium combines with oxygen. Here magnesium also metal. So it forms magnesium oxide. And 2 moles of sodium combines with, here 4 moles of sodium combines with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. And aluminum reacts with dioxygen. It forms aluminum oxide, that means alumina. These are calcium, magnesium, sodium, aluminum. These 4 elements are metals. So these metals react with oxygen, it forms its oxide. Okay, calcium, reacts with oxygen, it forms calcium oxide. Magnesium reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide. Sodium reacts with oxygen, it forms sodium oxide. And aluminum reacts with again oxygen here, aluminum oxide. That means alumina. This is called alumina. Okay. Next one, with non-metals. With non-metals. So oxygen reacts with non-metals also. Oxygen non-metals to kuda react avutundi ikkada. For example, P4 is a non-metal, phosphorus. So P4 combines with oxygen, it forms P4O10. That is phosphorus oxide. Phosphorus oxide. So next one, carbon combines with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. And sulfur reacts with oxygen and it forms sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide. And nitrogen also reacts with water. Nitrogen also reacts with water. It forms nitric oxide. These are all non-metals. These are all non-metals. So here, these are metals. These are non-metals. So metals to gaani, non-metals to gaani, oxygen react అయ్యేటప్పుడు what oxides ni form చేస్తాయి. What oxides ni form చేస్తాయి. So next one, with other compounds. With other compounds. With other compounds. Right. Okay, next zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide reacts with oxygen. Zinc sulfide reacts with oxygen. It forms zinc oxide. Zinc oxide. And 2 moles of sulfur dioxide. 2 moles of sulfur dioxide. Next one is methane reacts with oxygen. Methane reacts with oxygen. It forms carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water. Carbon dioxide and 2 moles of water. So here, oxygen combines with metals and non-metals, except some metals like iron, platinum, tungsten, and noble gases also. So first one, with metals. Oxygen reacts with metals, it forms its oxide. So here, with calcium, it forms calcium oxide. With magnesium, it forms magnesium oxide. With sodium, it forms sodium oxide. With aluminum, it forms alumina. Okay, right. Next one, it reacts with the non-metals also. It forms its oxide. Its oxide. That means oxygen reacts with P4, it forms P4O10. That means phosphorus oxide. And carbon reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. For example, this carbon reacts with limited supply of oxygen. Limited supply of oxygen, it forms CO. That means carbon monoxide. It reacts with excess oxygen. చూడండి, limited supply of oxygen తో react అయితే carbon monoxide ని form చేస్తుంది. Excess oxygen తో react అయినప్పుడు carbon dioxide ని form చేస్తుంది. So sulfur reacts with oxygen, it forms sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide. And nitrogen reacts with oxygen, it forms nitric oxide. Nitric oxide. So another one is reaction with other compounds. So oxygen reacts with zinc sulfide, it forms zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. So methane reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. So next one is some compounds are catalytically oxidized here. Okay, some compounds are catalytically oxidized. Catalytically oxidized. For this here, 2 moles of sulfur dioxide combines with oxygen in the presence of V2O5, vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide at 700 Kelvin temperature on 2 atmosphere pressure. It forms 2 moles of sulfur trioxide. Okay, here 2 moles of sulfur dioxide reaction with oxygen in the presence of V2O5 catalyst at 700 Kelvin temperature and 2 atmospheric pressure, it forms 2 moles of sulfur trioxide. So next one is 4 moles of HCl get oxidized. That means reaction with oxygen in the presence of cupric chloride. Cupric chloride at 700 Kelvin temperature, it forms dichlorine. It forms chlorine and H2O. Chlorine and H2O. So these are catalytically oxidized process. So okay, next one, it oxidizes ammonia to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide. Okay, this reaction already I see here in Ostwald process. Here 4 moles of ammonia combines with dioxygen in the presence of platinum catalyst at 1100 Kelvin temperature. It forms nitric oxide and 6 moles of water. 6 moles of water. These are chemical properties of oxygen. So here oxygen reacts with metals, non-metals, except some metals like noble metals, iron, platinum, tungsten also, and noble gases. So next one, some compounds are catalytically oxidized. That means sulfur dioxide reacts with oxygen in the presence of V2O5 at 700 Kelvin temperature, 2 atmospheric pressure. It forms sulfur trioxide. So for HCl, that means HCl oxidized with oxygen in the presence of cupric chloride. Cupric chloride. It forms chlorine and water. And this oxygen oxidizes the ammonia to nitric oxide. So ammonia ni nitric oxide ga oxidize chestundi. 4 moles of ammonia reacts with 5 moles of oxygen in the presence of platinum at 1100 Kelvin temperature. It forms nitric oxide and water. So these are chemical properties of the dioxygen. Okay, next one, uses. Uses of dioxygen. So here it is very simple. Liquid oxygen is an important constituent of fuels used in rockets. Liquid oxygen is an important constituent of fuels in rockets. మనం రాకెట్స్ లో యూజ్ చేసే ఫ్యూయల్స్ లో ఈ లిక్విడ్ O2 అనేది ఆక్సిడెంట్ గా యూజ్ అవుతుందమ్మా. This is oxidant. Okay. And next one is oxygen mixed with helium or carbon dioxide. Oxygen mixed with helium or carbon dioxide, mixed with helium or carbon dioxide, is used for artificial respiration. Is used for artificial respiration. Artificial respiration. Okay. Next use is for welding and cutting purposes. For welding and cutting purpose, used as oxy. Here, oxyhydrogen or oxyacetylene. That is used. Oxyacetylene flames are used. Okay, that is next one. O8 isotope is used to tracer of the study of reaction mechanism. Here, O8, it is used in the study of reaction mechanism. So these are uses of the oxygen. So first one, liquid O2 is an important oxidant, means constituent of the fuels in rockets. And oxygen mixed with helium or carbon dioxide is used for artificial respiration. Artificial respiration ki oxygen ni helium or carbon dioxide mix cheste ila use chesukochu. For welding and cutting purposes ki oxyhydrogen or oxyacetylene flames are used. So, and O18 isotope of oxygen is used for study of reaction mechanism. This study of reaction mechanism lo O18 isotope ni use chestam. So here, so remaining topic tomorrow class lo continue cheyadam. Din tarvata physics class jarugundamma.